Hi, I'm Bo from Taylor Headley Property, and today we're here with Jess Compan from our Property Management Division to discuss all things to consider when looking to buy your next investment. Jess, in your opinion, what are the three most important things when you're assessing a suitable tenant for your client's property?
We want to ensure that they can afford the home, that they're going to look after the home, and that they're going to be reliable tenants for you and your investment property.
For the people out there looking to purchase a property in the current marketplace, what's some advice that you would have for them to find the most suitable property for their investment strategy?
I'd say reach out to someone in property management as soon as possible. Oftentimes, the sales agents that you've got, they'll have a property management division, or ask a friend if they've got a property manager and start to get some feedback of what their thoughts are around that area, and then the market trends, and lock in a PM to help you out straight away.
I've seen this catch a number of buyers out previously. What should a buyer be considering when they're purchasing a property that already has a current tenancy agreement in place?
Firstly, you need to know if the tenants are on a fixed term agreement or a periodic agreement. We had some changes earlier in the year to legislation, so it can make it a little bit difficult for landlords to get back in their home. However, if you're looking to move back into your property, depending on the lease term, you've either got to give 60 days notice or 90 days notice now. If you're looking to keep that investment property with those tenants, we also want to consider where their rent is and when we'll next be able to assess that rent, and if they're going to be reliable tenants to keep in that home.
If a client's recently just purchased the property with the intentions of leasing that home out, is there anything that they can do to try and minimise the amount of time that there's not a tenant in that property or that property's not producing income?
My advice would be, as soon as you're looking at an investment property, you reach out to a local property manager or a property manager you trust. And within that exchange of agreements for the sale, both the conveyancers, they can write into that agreement that you may be allowed early access prior to settlement, which will allow you open homes and your property manager access to get that tenant locked in so that they can be moving in straight after your settlement period.
It sounds like, based on our conversation, that if someone is looking to purchase in the local marketplace with the intentions of investing, that they should reach out to a property manager. Do you have a set time frame on when you say that they should probably engage someone to start having discussions around their potential purchase?
I'd reach out to a property manager straight away. The paperwork is really easy to do, and oftentimes the property manager can do all types of legwork for you prior to a tenant moving in, and it's not going to cost you a cent until that tenant moves into that home.
In your opinion, Jess, what makes a good property manager?
Someone that communicates openly and transparently. A lot of owners will have access to portals these days, as do tenants. So there's always access to see what's happening in your home. You can keep up to date with when your property manager next has to do their inspection. A property manager should be doing an inspection every 5 to 6 months at a minimum for your property, or you can do them 4 times a year, which works out to be 3 monthly. Not only that, your property manager should know exactly where your tenants are at rent at all times, and be assessing the rent and the lease agreement on an annual basis. With our legislation, 60 days notice is required to give rent increases. So if a PM is working 90 to 100 days out from expiry, that property manager is capturing it right on time, and then you're not missing a cent where you could be getting higher rent.
Jess, it sounds like you've had experience across all facets of the property management industry. And if you're looking to buy your first investment, or you have multiple investments currently that you're working with, you'd like some advice, don't hesitate to reach out to Jess Compan at Taylor Headley Property Management.